What's up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of High Altitude Motorsports. If you're new here, make sure to smash that subscribe button, turn on post notifications. We're currently in the middle of a build series. It's called the Paul Walker build, and a little bit of backstory. I bought the truck at the Barrett Jackson auction in 2020, and it was owned and driven by Paul Walker. And right now we are doing a full build series. I've released the rendering. Right now we're on part 5 of the video. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of progress that has been made here. As you guys saw in the last video, we took the kind of the rolling assembly with the frame, the cab, the bed to the paint shop. And I was hoping to get kind of the frame rolling assembly back. And that did not happen. It's just easier for them to paint the truck all put together. I mean, as you saw, it's pretty much torn apart. And if you haven't seen, definitely go check out the last 4 parts. But it's just easier for them to maneuver it around as is. I do have some updates on that, so you guys can see kind of the clips of the truck in the paint shop. They've finished all the body work. The truck should be in primer by now, and then hopefully it's getting painted this week. The goal is to have that truck painted completely by the end of this week. So fingers crossed that happens, because we definitely need to start getting rolling on powder coating everything and getting all those parts. So we'll put the clips in at the paint shop here. As you can see, they have marked it all up, kind of showing probably high and low spots that need to be addressed as far as all the imperfections that are on this body. For the most part, when I got it, visually from me, it's pretty clean. The only thing that it had was this big dent on both of these doors, but other than that, to me, it looks pretty clean. Obviously, they found some little imperfections here and there. I believe this is the tinted liner that they were talking about.
You'd never even fucking see it.
I know, you can't even really tell, but there's, as you can see, there's all the circles is where they found an imperfection, but from just the naked eye, you look at it and you can barely see anything.
Some of them you can see, but other ones like all these up points here. I mean, I guess, yeah, I see that one.
I can see this dent, and then, yeah, I guess there's these little dents.
Crazy.
So as you guys can see, all the body work's done. They also fully stripped the entire interior. I was trying to help them out, but I didn't know that they were gonna go that far, so it's pretty crazy to see the truck completely torn down. Also, we went to the motor shop and ATS to pick up the transmission T-case and then kind of see what's going on with the motor. The motor had a little bit of problems with it. There was a little bit of scoring into number 8 cylinder on the wall, but they were able to machine it and hone it, and cleaned up pretty good, tested fine. It's just a tiny little scratch, nothing too serious, especially with an older motor. There was the thing that was more concerning is there was marks on the pistons, which we also filmed, as you guys will see in this next clip. Kind of a little bit something that you don't want to see. It could have been like a broken off glow plug or something that got in there. The truck did sit for quite a long time after Paul passed away, so I'm kind of wondering, you know, the condition that it was in was a lot better than we had anticipated, so that was good. So we just are waiting on a couple parts that we should be getting this week, but I'll show you the footage from the machine shop and kind of what everything looks like over there. Alrighty guys, so here is another update for the day. We are at ATS Transmission, and they have pulled apart our transmission and T-case so we can get it ready for powder coat. So check out all these parts that we got. The Duramax transmission is a very interesting one. We've powder coated a Dodge transmission before, but never a Duramax one, and there are some very interesting pieces. So yeah, that's that. And now the machine shop is actually just next door. We're gonna go over there and see if we can film in the inside a little bit and give you guys another update.
Here you can see it's really pockmarked.
Oh, this one too.
Big time. We didn't know that. When we took it apart, we just, you know, they look pretty normal till we got them. That one's got a good gash. Till we got them out of the jet here for the initial to mic them.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't really want to waste time on these. And if you feel that one outer edge, it almost feels like it's kind of rolled up.
Yeah. Wow.
So hence the desire for new pistons to work with.
Yeah.
And I told him it did sit for a while, so we're thinking that from it sitting and that valve being open.
Yeah, you can see like at the top, all of these cleaned up real nice.
Yep.
But this one just had a little bit more rust penetrating in there. And there was this little guy here that we were concerned with, so we pressure tested this bank.
Yep.
And no air leak, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So we're on this one.
Oh wow. Yeah. You can really tell how restricted they are compared to the other.
Yep. And there's one head. Yeah, this guy. And you can see kind of
The marks that were on the piston.
yeah, the opposite,
Yep.
whatever was smashing around in there. But it sounded
crazy.
like you guys ordered a set of pistons.
Yep. Alrighty guys, so as you saw, all the transmission parts we picked up. There's actually a couple things that I still need to pull apart on this. Couple little levers and bearings and stuff. And then if you come over here, I put in some parts in the parts washer to get cleaned up. And as you can tell, I mean, these were all pretty nasty, and now they're all nice and clean. I am actually going to be powder coating all these pieces. I just wanted to get them cleaned up for the powder coat shop so they have a little bit less work to do. And yeah, if we can get the engine hopefully knocked out before the end of this month. Today is January 20th. If we can get that done within 10 to 12 days, that'd be really nice. Same with the transmission and all that stuff. I'm going to kind of do a rush job on powder. I'd like to get that stuff back here within potentially like 2 to 3 days. So I'm going to drop all that stuff off tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to work on these parts that we got back and just start assembling all of this stuff. So kind of see how far I get tonight and kind of go from there. But I think this is a good, at least I can start doing all these little things that really, they do add up. Once you start getting everything back together, you don't have a lot of time. So start getting this together and kind of see where we end up. So as you guys saw in the last clip, I was able to get everything back from powder coat and I started kind of assembling some stuff. So this is our fuel cooler. I was able to get that all bolted together. This is just a random junction block in the back of the truck. Just some random brackets. These are our battery trays. I think this holds, that's another battery tray, and then I can't remember, I think the coolant tank sits on that. This is the ABS module, and then obviously the main core support with the A-frame. Started getting that assembled. So yeah, things are in the works, in the progress. I know this isn't as of an exciting video as the last one, but it kind of just goes through a little bit of an update of where we are. Today, I believe, is January 25th. So yeah, we're pretty much exactly 30 days away from having this truck completed. So probably this video and the next video will be a little bit slower. And then part 7 is when we should start having things really get going and get completed. We're waiting on everything else right now, and as soon as that's done, then we're not going to be waiting, and we're going to have a lot of work to do. So other than that, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for being a part of this build series. It really means a lot to us. And definitely check out the links below for our sponsors. We're super grateful for all the parts that they've given to us. And other than that, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.